Hello everyone, this is Mr. Fung with a 4th grade video lesson for this week. And because we have our conferences, half days coming up, you are going to use this lesson to practice with me. I will be playing a viola and a bass on this lesson, but this lesson video applies to all violin, viola, cello, and bass students. Let's get started. This week we increased the speed of our D scale and our G scale. We also learned the C scale, which is new, with our natural notes. Before we begin, think about your postures. I've been going over this with everyone all week. The straight wrists. We want to avoid the pizza wrist, what we sometimes will call the waiter or the waitress. And we also don't want the angry duck, which is the hyperextension of the wrist. This is the angry duck. Okay, so keep a straight wrist here. And we have to be very much in tune because of those natural notes coming up. All right, but first, the D scale. I'm on a viola right now. Sounds something like this. That's the tempo we're going to go in. I will prepare you. I will count us off 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we begin on the D scale. Ready? Set the bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you had trouble with that, pause the video, go back to about 1 minute, 7 seconds. I think that's when I start counting off again, and play the D scale many times. Get used to it. We're going to go on to the G string for the G scale. Ready? Same idea. I'll count you off 4 times, and then we begin. Fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to review the G scale again, you can backtrack to 1 minute and 40 some odd seconds. Here is the new scale, C scale. Violas and violins, you start 3rd finger on the G string. You're going to use low 2nd fingers on the D and the A string for F naturals and C naturals. Cellos, you will start 4th finger on your G string, and instead of using your 3rd finger for F and C, you will use your 2nd finger all the time. And basses, you will play the C scale similar to the G scale, except you are starting 1 string over on the A string. In fact, for this C scale, I will play the bass part. Okay. So here we go. I'm going to set my 2nd finger on the A string. We're going to go through this slowly. We have 2nd finger C, D, E, F natural, 2nd finger again, G, A, B, and a mini shift here for basses. Okay, if you can't see this on your screen, full size this screen and you may get a better view. We will do 1 bow per note, nice long bows for all instrumentations. Here we go. C. Here's F natural. Mini shift and come back down B. F natural, low 2. And that is our C scale. If you want to pause the video and review it, you can pause it and go back to about 3 minutes, and that's when I start this C scale explanation. Okay. Now, in addition to doing our C scale, our C naturals, F naturals, we have to make sure our instruments are in tune. Our finger placements are in tune. That's why it is so important of where we place our fingers and that straight wrist here. As we go through our exercises today on page 39 and 41, I want you to think about how in tune you are, about your posture here, what you're doing well with your wrist. Do you have pizza wrist or do you have the angry duck? Okay. And we're going to start on page 39. On page 39, let's look at number 144. Just quickly glance through it. If you need a little bit more time to review this, pause the video here and read it through. Once you're ready, we will play it. Okay. set, number 144. I'll give you 4 counts and we begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, come down to rest position. I'm going to do a little explanation about the sharps and naturals in this video as well. If you look at your page 39, go to the very bottom, you'll find number 146, finger twisters. I'm going to hold it up to the camera so you can see it as well, just in case you don't have it. But this page is attached to the email. So if you need it, ask your folks for it because they should have it. Right here, notice that there are no sharp symbols here. This is all natural. As we move from left to right, we will see some sharp symbols. And because we see the sharp symbol there, that means that we have to play this as an F sharp. Okay, now as we go through this, you'll notice we are in the new measure, no sharp symbol, we go back to an F natural. Now this is the viola music, and this applies to all cello, violin, and bass music as well. But the rule is that if you go into another measure, there's no sharp symbols here at the beginning of the line. You go into a new measure, it resets back to natural. But when you go to the next measure, here you see a sharp symbol. That means that F is going to be sharped. But you see a lightning bolt symbol, the natural symbol here, it reverts back to a natural. Moving on, so we have D, E. Think for a moment, what kind of F is this? We read music from left to right just like we read English. No sharp symbol here. If you guess that this is an F natural, first F here is an F natural, you are correct. And then we go to an F sharp. F natural, F sharp, F natural, F sharp. Okay, so we will go into this exercise a lot more during our lessons, but at least you have an idea when you want to try to attempt number 146, you will understand everything about it. The homework assignment is to bow through the entire page 39 and page 41. I'm going to work on the bass right now because the basses have a little mini shift going up to their C naturals. As I go through this, you should also play the exercises on page 41 with me here. Okay. Looking at number 157. The title is Some Folks Do. I'll count you off. We're going to play through this exercise. Basses, prepare your mini shift, just a very small slight upward motion towards the bridge where you have the Roman numeral 2, and that's your shift for C natural. Here we go. Set the bow. If you need time to study it right now, you can pause the video before you go on. Number 157. 1, 2, ready, go. You'll notice in the next couple of exercises on page 41, we have some slurs to play with. And not only that, we're playing with some more D string sets of notes mixed with some A string sets of notes. Well, as you go through this, you will notice that there are no sharp symbols on any of these lines. Thus, you have to use your lower second finger, or on cellos, in cello cases, just second finger, no third fingers, for your F naturals and C naturals. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and happy practicing, everyone.